Hello YouTube, and welcome to the DBTGAMER show, Zombie U Let's Play Part 6. In my last episode, Adam, just explain. Explain what happened to everybody as I reload the 50 caliber machine gun, which we can't take with us. Come on, we can carry this easily.
Well, actually, from what little I remember from about 3 minutes ago, well, we took Nathan Hunt, our good guy, buddy cop, and well, we sort of got him killed, and then we got a new character, a brand new character, Sebastian Hughes, and well, he swiftly died as well. So now we're back with Missy Carter, was it?
One more. I'm just trying to remember her name.
You see, I'm like I say, I'm terrible with names.
Carter. Yeah, Missy Carter.
Age 26 and female. She's a racketeer. So I'm pretty sure that's a criminal of some kind, if I'm completely honest.
Where's this? I had 2 cocktails.
Oh no!
I left 2 cocktails behind for this reason on purpose.
Well, apparently they sort of, I don't know, must have. You did use a couple.
Yeah, but I didn't. I left 2 behind on purpose in case I died. I planned ahead.
Well, you didn't plan ahead enough, because
well,
sort of everyone's dead.
Yeah, some of the dropped items do end up spawning in bins after you die. Fine, I'll go on without them. I will manage. I have 2 cocktails, a hand grenade, and a landmine, and 2 flares, and a cricket bat, and a rifle. I am.
Oh yeah, I think we might survive.
I am armed to the teeth. Everything is gonna die. I am fucking Sarah Connor right now. Anyway, lockpick. Touchscreen minigame, simple enough.
I did not see that at all. Sorry.
Some lockpick minigames may be a little bit more complicated. You may have multiple tumblers to worry about.
Oh joy. I've also made a discovery which rather amused me while we were setting up the next episode. Apparently, the pause screen on the controller actually it just says how long are you going to survive.
The controller has a name. It is called the gamepad.
I will call him Boris.
Right.
Boris von Marmaduke Mizensmythe the Fourth.
That's way too long. Let me just check my RPG stats. Okay, 1 more kill, then the handgun will level up. Because we lost our good levels.
Yeah.
Right.
Well. Yeah. Apparently the screen just died, but no, we've still got. Yeah. Here we go. We're back. Oh. You've been eaten.
Glitches.
You
capture card glitches. You.
I think that was your actual game connection, because the screen went blank, but by the looks of it, the capture actually still records.
Right, one more.
Isn't it? Again, bear with us. You may see a jump cut.
And we're back. Sorry about that, guys. Technical difficulties. Anyway, leave me the hell alone. I'm trying to record and trying to get this to work properly. Can't you just be nice to me, game?
Of course it's not going to be nice. It's already crapped out on you twice.
No, I've just been almost killed with almost lost another character.
To be fair,
I'm going back to that save point. Screw this, I'm going to heal. The game has been an arsehole to me, I'm going to be an arsehole now.
So, to be fair, you almost died then because the screen, your actual TV just went completely blank. While it clearly recorded because we could see it on the laptop. But, yeah.
Anyway, Adam, I have handed you my Nintendo Switch. You have played this device before a few times at my house and in handheld mode. What are your first impressions, because you haven't had much time to play it?
Yeah, like in the 5 minutes while we were trying to sort out this graphical fuck-up, he literally just pulled the switch out, clipped on the little analog doodads.
They're called Joy-Cons.
Oh, are they? Fair enough. The Joy-Cons. Oh, yes, we're going on. Oh yes, we got the Joy-Cons now. We don't have analog here. No, God, no. It's the Joy-Cons. Yeah. Anyway, he just clipped his Joy-Cons onto the little screen, and it just said talk about it. So okay, I'm gonna sit back and talk about it. About maybe maybe 4 months ago now, you turned up at my house and just said, "Here, have a look at this," and handed me a Nintendo Switch. Now, those of you who know me well, you probably know that I'm not a big console gamer. In fact, I've got nothing against consoles. I started my gaming career on consoles, they're fantastic devices, but I am currently a 100% purebred PC gamer. I'm not an advocate for the PC gaming master race, so don't start bitching. Those sort of people. PC's better than everything else. Everyone should be on PCs. I'm a twat. No, it shouldn't. Diversity, you dickhead. Now then, and I heard about the Nintendo Switch. I just thought, oh god, they're doing the Nintendo Wii U bullshit again with the handheld screen and nonsense. But no, apparently it's actually a pretty damn powerful device, on par, I would say, with like the. Not the Wii U.
It's just below the Xbox One in terms of power.
It's much more powerful than anything that Nintendo's come out in the last decade or so. And I've got to confess, I really, really like it. It's I do have one small problem with it. This little like flap at the back. It's supposed to be it's a little plastic flap that just pops out so you can prop the screen up. Fine, fair enough.
Also, memory card goes behind there.
And yeah, it's got a little memory card slot in there, micro SD. It is the flimsiest piece of shit I've ever seen in my life, and looks like I was going to snap it off just by opening it.
Yeah, be very careful with that. That is the flimsiest thing in the world.
It does not look like it could support the weight of the screen, and yet apparently it does.
I've tested it out. It does support said weight, but it is somewhat suspect. Adam, you played 3 games. Comment on the 3 games that you've played.
Have I played 3 games on it?
Blaster Master Zero, Sonic Mania, and you've seen me play Xenoblade just now.
Was that on the Switch? Probably not.
You've also got Blaster Master Zero for the 3DS, but you can talk about the Switch version a little bit.
Yeah, incidentally, I remember the original Blaster Master. I remember it distinctly because Blaster Master, for those of you who don't know, it's like a platformer, Metroidvania style exploration game where you play a guy piloting a tank called Sophia the Third, and I saw that game in I believe it was not Electronics Boutique. It was probably Curry's or something. One of like the local British electronic stores when that came out on the original NES. And I remember it distinctly because I had a Sega Mega Drive 2 at the time, or Genesis if you're...
Genesis does!
Nintendo, yeah, bollocks.
Who's laughing now? We're still making console and you aren't.
Oh, shut up. But yeah, I was a child of Sega. And I remember distinctly playing... like the first level of Blaster Master, because it was like set up in the store. You could play it for while your parents went off and looked at fridges. And
how about this one, darling? No, it's too big.
Yeah, so they had like consoles set up in one corner of the room. You access like the controller, and you just press start and play the game basically. And I remember playing the original Blaster Master and thinking, my god, this is a fantastic game. I really, really, really want to play this game. I went. And I said, I'd like to get
Shit.
Oh yeah. I said, I'd like to get this game. Apparently, that was when I realised that Nintendo and Sega are 2 completely different companies, and just because a game is on one console doesn't necessarily mean it's on the other console, which completely threw my gaming perspective out the window completely. Bear in mind, I was like, I don't know, about 8 at the time, so little shite dumbass Seraph, but yeah. And I remember that game because it was the only game I've seen on the original NES which I thought, my god, I want to play this game. And I've never got to play it until recently, when David came round and said, oh, we've got this game, it's a remake of Blaster Master. And I'm like, I remember that game, that was amazing. So I played a little bit on the Nintendo Switch and immediately went off and downloaded it for my 3DS. Because it's a fantastic game. Play it, seriously. That was my introduction to the Nintendo Switch. Ironically enough, not exactly a Switch game, but still, if it can run a remake like that so easily, fantastic. That sounds good to me. So yeah, we've got some backwards compatibility already with remakes and retro nonsense. I do believe that Nintendo are thinking about indie games as well, or is that?
Yeah, there are a bunch of indie games on the Nintendo Switch. It is basically an indie developer's dream console. It's very easy to develop for, and it's also rather powerful. And it's portable.
And yes, I do remember playing a little bit of Sonic Mania. Gotta confess, I didn't play much of Sonic Mania, mainly because the modern Sonic games, whenever they arrive, I just get this overwhelming sense of bleh.
Well, Sonic Mania is made by fans. It's a 2D sprite game, the thing that you tend to like.
Yeah, I've currently got it on my wish list on Steam. I'm just waiting for a Steam sale. Your headphones a bit too loud.
Yeah.
No. So yeah, and I just watch you playing a bit of Xenoblade Chronicles
2.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2 when I came in, and oh, by the way, if you're trying to convince me that woman is like 12 years old, piss off.
She is.
Bollocks.
According to the internet, Pyra is 12 years old, and we have reached the entrance of the Royal Bunker.
Oh, the Royal Bunker.
Adam, turn the page.
I'm turning the page. We have turned the page. Rain, rabid zombies. Royal Rumble. Her Majesty's displeasure. Oh, I like these names. Wading through the effluent.
Yeah, that's the sewer.
Scavenge the Royal Bunker for supplies. Here we go.
Right.
I just turned the page and we've got a picture of a punk zombie. It looks amazing.
Yeah, he's a twat. anyway, talk more about what you saw on the screen with Xenoblade Chronicles 2. In terms of graphics, what did you think? Did it impress you?
From what little I saw is more or less the same as something to compare it to. Brain fart.
That's not a game.
You don't knock it. There's probably a game out there called Brain Fart. Yeah, it looks like pretty damn good, to be honest. Like cell shaded kind of. Is it cell shaded? Is that the right word?
The game's done in an anime style.
Yeah, it does have that Japanese anime vibe to it. You think, yep, there's going to be some kind of lolicon character floating around. Oh, there she is with her big furry animal buddy. Fantastic. It's actually getting quite predictably mundane right now, if I'm being completely honest. And yeah, you're playing this in like the docking station,
yeah,
or whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah, that's the docking station.
Is that what it's actually called?
The dock.
Oh yes. Get in. I know what I'm talking about. Honest. And that's actually pretty damn good. I would like to ask one question. We've got these. We've got the Joy-Cons. We've got a little button here. They come off really, really easy and just slide back in with a rather satisfying clunk. That is actually quite good. I would like to know is you put the Joy-Cons on for obviously when you plug this into the dock and it goes onto the TV.
Yeah.
Would it be possible to take the Joy-Cons off, put them on that controller setup, and use them just with the handheld screen? You know, with this like propped up.
The screen is a console.
Yeah.
And yes, you can do that if you want.
Fantastic. That's
if you example. Let's say
he's taking it to bits.
Let's say you could just prop this up, and then you could play a game. On the train, on the bus.
Yeah, with these like clipped into your handheld nonsense. Yeah, that's the bastard. Is literally like it's a console.
It's a hybrid. The term is hybrid, my friend.
Yeah,
it's portable and it's a home console. Hybrid.
And I've got to confess, this little this little like
controller, the Joy-Con grip.
The Joy-Con grip. It does actually got a nice grip to it. It's a bit small for my large man hands.
Well, here we have the Pro controller. £60, my friend.
Right. So this is like if you don't want to use the Joy-Con grip.
Well, I keep the Joy-Cons in the constraint all the time and just slide it out when I go to work and just keep playing.
Yeah. That does actually feel much better.
Oh, a capacity upgrade. We shall modify our guns later. We have just found an upgrade underneath this broken bit of furniture.
I've taken this thing has an internal battery.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Lockpick mini game.
All right.
You move left to right, and then you find a bit, and then you pick, and then you do it again.
So is it possible to break your lockpick or something?
Nope.
It's just a time sink, basically.
Yeah, but if you're in lockpicking mode, you can't fight enemies. So you have to exit out.
Ah, so the enemies don't stop while you're lockpicking.
They don't.
I get you.
The Pro Controller has an internal battery, and
I can see it. It's because you got a transparent case on it. Yeah.
Yeah, and each Joy-Con has an internal battery 20 hours.
Mm-hmm.
The system itself, approximately, depending on what game you're playing. Let's say if you're playing Zelda, 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
If you're playing Blaster Master Zero, 6 hours.
Yeah.
So depending on what sort of game you're playing, battery life will vary.
Okay, I will happily say that the Joy-Con grip is far inferior to the Pro Controller. I do like the Pro Controller. It is slightly smaller than what I'm used to, but I'm used to like an Xbox 360 controller for my.
Well, it's very 360X.
It is actually with a button placement and all that. A couple of extra buttons there as well. Yeah, if I was going to get this, I would go for a Pro Controller. That feels really nice in the hand. Whereas the grip, I feel like my hands are too close together.
We're hearing voices. We have a. Oh, I've just realised I haven't muted the TV.
That's all right. So
if you hear microphone feedback from the game, that's my blind.
That's because he hasn't synced up the audio again.
Audio syncing is one of the hardest things to do in editing. Anyway, we have found a friend. It appears there is someone alive in Buckingham Palace. Are they friend or are they foe? Let's go meet the Doctor.
Does he actually have a big blue box? I think I've actually asked that before.
No, he doesn't. Anyway, continue talking about Nintendo Switch. Have you finished your thoughts, or you got more to say?
I've got a bit more to say. Like I said, I think the Joy-Con grip is that feels a bit too small for me. It's functional, but it works. But
I beat Zelda with that. I spent about 50 hours of Zelda with that, so I was trying to beat Zelda. It was comfortable enough.
Yeah, like I say, I don't find it that comfortable because I've got really big man hands.
Well, my hands are pretty big as well. Look at them.
Yeah.
We've
just compared hands, and my fingers are about an inch longer.
Yeah.
So yeah, I find that rather constricting. But the Pro Controller, while smaller than what I'm used to, like an Xbox 360, it's that's actually functional. I quite like that. And there is one concern I do have with the Switch. Like you take your Joy-Cons out.
Oh, we need C4 for this area.
Oh goody. We get to blow shit up.
We'll get some later. Ooh, toilets! Let's go take a shit.
Is that a good thing?
Yes, this is where the science handgun is.
Oh, okay.
This is what I've been looking for. Locked.
Before I go on, I would like to point out I do.
And there she is, a survivor.
That's.
Thank you. I'll take that.
I'd like to point out survivors aren't generally dead.
Well,
that's sort of
she didn't survive very long.
Clearly.
But alright, I'm sure switch to the science handgun. Now we can be very quiet.
Oh goody. Like I said, I would like to point out that I do appreciate like those little buttons on the inside of like the guides for the Joy-Cons.
Oh, you can actually hold the controls sideways, and that can become a little controller, and these are L and R buttons, and
yeah. I remember watching reviews about that, and I've got to confess I don't like that at all.
Well, you can play them. So you can play them. Let's say if you I'm doing, I can say here, you have that one, I'll have this one, play Mario Kart together. That's out in the field. It's an idea.
Yeah, that would be okay for like a simple game like an NES or a Super NES game. That's a game with not many controls. But I'm using like this one. I think it's actually the left one. Yeah, I'm using the left one with a little minus on it, and I've got the L and ZL buttons resting on my in the corner where my my index finger's knuckle is, and I feel like I'm pressing buttons that
no,
I'm not supposed to be pressing.
They are deactivated in sideways mode.
Okay, so like what would be the shoulder buttons don't work right now.
Yeah.
I've got little green lights. But yeah,
it's trying to sync up with the console, but the console is actually off at the moment. That's why you've got green lights everywhere. Anyway, let's head back up the stairs and go find the doctor.
You go find the doctor. Like I say, I don't like the feel of these controllers. Like on the left one, like the face buttons are too far over to the left, and on the right one, the actual controller's almost in the middle of it, which is too far over to the right. It doesn't feel right, to be honest. I feel like I'm stretching one side of my hand too.
Right, I'm going to take this barricade down.
And you're going to do that by just tapping the screen.
And now I've got a shortcut back to the main area. We may need this later.
Yeah, and another thing I don't like about the Switch, even though it is really useful, but still, I took the Joy-Cons out of the Joy-Con grip, and now all of a sudden I've got 4 loose pieces of plastic that I've got to fiddle with, and that feels wrong. I feel like I've got too many things to worry about now.
Well, I've got a case in my bag which I use to carry everything around in. And it's a rather nice case.
Yeah, I just feel like I've got potential to lose all sorts of shit now, and I've just realised we're like 20 minutes in. So do you want to? Right,
we have made it to the bunker. In the next exciting episode of Zombie U, we shall meet the Doctor, the last surviving Doctor in the entire of Britain.
Right.
See you guys next time.
Bye bye.